The Circle of Flowing Breath, provided by Uma Dinsmore Tuli's Yoni Shakti, A Woman's Guide to Power and Freedom through Yoga and Tantra. Welcoming the rhythmic breath cycle. The circle of breath brings clarity of awareness to the rhythm of the natural breath cycle. All womb yoga practices rest upon this practice. It provides a vital foundation for everything that follows. And so even though it appears to be so very simple, its stages are described in detail. To begin, it works well to follow the breath as you listen to these instructions. That way, you're not struggling to remember the points at each breath. To listen and breathe with awareness is in itself a meditation that can cultivate the attitude of reverence to the breath that makes this practice so special. Let's begin with stage 1. How to do it, form, and flow. Choose a comfortable seated or resting position and let yourself yawn a few times. Close your eyes and settle deeper into your chosen position and just let the breath come and go, in and out through the nose. Notice when the breath comes in. Notice when the breath goes out. Just observe this coming and going. Allow for the breath to move at an easy and natural pace. If there are quick breaths, notice them. If there are slow, deep breaths, notice them. Be aware of the rhythm of 2 parts, inhalation, exhalation. A coming in, and then a going out. Understand the 2 parts as being part of a circle of breath. One half going out, and one half coming in. Continue this practice as I share with you a bit about why we do it, the bhava, or inner feeling. The intention with this practice is to heighten and deepen awareness of the presence of the precious life force in every breath. Evoke an attitude of welcoming each breath. Know that Prana Shakti, the life force, is riding in on each inhalation and riding out on each exhalation. Honor her arrivals and departures. Feel each breath welcoming her into the body, and then bid her farewell as she leaves. Let's proceed to stage 2. How to do it, form and flow. Begin to notice the rhythm of shifts from in-breath to out-breath. Then notice the place where the inhalation turns into the exhalation. Then begin to notice the place where the exhalation turns into the inhalation. Watch these places and acknowledge the turning of the breath at these places. As your sense of the rhythm of the breath becomes more acute, begin to notice how these pauses are not really pauses, but little places all of their own. Observing the inhale, observing the exhale, the rhythm, the relationship between them, that space between them. Continue this awareness of the inhalation and the exhalation, this awareness of the space between them. And as you do so, I'll share with you why we do it, the bhava or inner feeling. Observation leads to insight. The point of observing the breath so intently is to learn what Prana Shakti has to teach. Each rhythmic cycle of the breath is unique and part of a pattern. Know that within this continuous rhythmic cycle of circles, everything is the same and everything is changing. The breath keeps coming and the breath keeps changing. Every breath is a complete rhythmic cycle, in and the pause that follows it, out and the pause that follows it. Every rhythmic cycle, every breath contains within its circle all that we need to know. Things always change. The inhalation turns into the pause, and the pause turns into the out breath, and the out breath turns into the pause. Know that the truth of the breath circle is just this. Right now, vitality is coming in on the breath. Right now, you're watching the breath turn to leave. Right now, you are breathing out. Right now, you are waiting for the breath to turn back in. The cycle is complete, but the rhythm continues. Watching the rhythmic breath cycle, you see the patterns of change, pause, and release. Over and over and over again, each rhythmic breath cycle is unique, and each one part of a rhythmic pattern of change, pause, and release. Within our recognition of the patterns of the breath cycles comes clear attention to the spaces between the component parts of each breath, especially of the spaces between inhalation and exhalation. Bring awareness to these spaces. Notice that this is a gift. The gift is an intimate encounter with the very ground of being. For the relationship between Shakti and breath is like the relationship between Shiva and conscious awareness. We encounter Shakti when we notice her riding into the body on the vehicle of the breath as Prana Shakti. We encounter Shiva, the consciousness of pure being, when we notice him riding into our awareness on the vehicle of conscious attention. In the same way as we feel the enlivening effects of prana in and around us when energy comes into the body on the breath, so too can we drop into a state of pure being when we focus mental attention on conscious awareness. Continue this awareness of the feeling of the breath, especially at its turning points. Bring awareness of Shakti on the breath and the experience of pure being through conscious awareness. Notice how they become simultaneous. Simply by becoming aware of the turning points of the breath, there is a connection to both Prana Shakti and the stillness of pure being, Shiva. Thus arises an experience of the unity of Shiva and Shakti, pure energy and pure consciousness as one. Continue your awareness of the breath. Continue your awareness of the inhalation and the exhalation. Notice when the breath comes in, and notice when the breath goes out. Just observe this coming and going, allowing the breath to move at an easy and natural pace. And be aware of their rhythm, a coming in and a going out. Understanding that this is a circle, one half going in and one half going out. Continue your awareness of the pauses in between, the little places all their own. The inhalation turns into the pause, and the pause turns into the out-breath, and the out-breath turns into the pause. When you are ready, you can take the awareness gently away from the breath and back to the position in which you are lying or sitting, and take a full breath in. Yawn and stretch. And if you'd like, open your eyes. And notice that even when you stop this conscious practice, the attitude or bhava of reverence continues. Every breath in the circle is an opportunity to honor the life force as she rides in on the breath. Every pause in the breath circle is an opportunity to experience the stillness of pure consciousness. Each circle of breath can lead your awareness to an intimate encounter with the powers of pure energy and pure being. For the future, if you become comfortable with the pause places at the end of the exhalation and at the end of the inhalation, then allow yourself to rest there momentarily. Now don't let the resting disrupt the naturally occurring rhythmic flow of the breath cycle. There should be no holding or forcing, just resting with the pause and waiting for the rhythm of the breath to take you over into the next change. Noticing the turning moments between inhalation and exhalation can impart a sense of spaciousness, as if the circle of breath expands to accommodate our heightened awareness of its rhythmic pauses. These pauses offer the potential for profound insights and deep calm. As Sandra Sabatini recognizes, the pause at the end of the exhalation and the pause at the end of the inhalation is a special place, where nothing happens or nothing seems to happen, yet the old air is traveling away from us, and the new breath is ready to move in. In that space, in between, there is silence, more than anything else, silence and space. Many blessings to you.